Yeah. Alright, both teams take a little bit of a while to pick, but Haven, first map, nice and vibrant, nice and beautiful map. I think this is the first one that Riot actually showcased as well. So we're gonna have a couple of good games coming right at us. And in we go.
Quick shots.
Quadesh.
Defending first. Stream snipers attacking first. New players. Always interesting to see what new players are going to do. Kono's back on the Viper, by the way. That seems like a specialty.
Oh my lord, this guy's got a right setup going. Genius gamer. Oh my lord, the brain on this man so wrinkled. He's set up everything perfectly. So Seaside is going to be pretty hard to get onto, apparently, according to Trex right now. I think he's literally gone for all utility. There's no like shields, there's no ghost. So if they want to try push through double doors or C, they're gonna have a bad time. And they are in fact trying to push through C. This is perfect. This is exactly what Trex wanted.
Okay, now he's got the cyber cage up and ready to go. The rest of the members now flooding back through from his own team. There's just that one player, Quadesh, just kind of hanging around double doors right now, hanging around garage. But the rest of the members, everyone is just so ready for this eventual push through long. Atomic gonna get the first kill.
So that's a big shot. Live Crusher finds the second. Atomic is doing pretty well here, peeking out on the Phoenix. Curveball is opened up. Kodan does get flashed, but despite all that, will just slam through anyway. Heal comes through, and it's just Chop remaining. Does find one, but Kono, we know this guy to clean up, pushes down past C long, comes up behind him.
Yeah, Kono with the big flank over there, especially when you have the information that it is going to be a big play towards C. Pretty big gambit there. I mean, there was not a lot of setup. It wasn't like you were trying to fake either B or A. It wasn't like you were going for B control first, getting a bit of a flank onto C. You were just running it down C long and hoping for the best, running it into a cyber cage. And honestly, Trax, like we mentioned, he did a great job of just slowing things down. That's exactly what his job is, and he did that.
Looks like this time they said that, you know what, C is not the play, boys. Let's go try take A long. So pushing down this way, we'll get a quick recon dart out early. Two members will go down into sewers, and that's a really nice toxic screen, splitting the site in half here as this toxin starts to fade. Two smokes on site, but still leaving a large amount of area open for Kono to deal with.
You can see all these members now. Atomic's here. Kono is still just taking a look, and there's so many members that are just trying to come on through. Kono's in such a great angle, gets himself through, has to reload for the third, so he won't be able to take it down, and Atomic is just going to swing through for that cleanup, gets himself to as well. And that's been 2 quick rounds, and I gotta say, strategy-wise, it's been super fast rotations coming through from quick shots and from stream snipers. 2 gambits, 2 full stacks, one onto C, one onto A, and both ended up in failure.
Yeah, so now they have to start thinking about splitting up the resources onto these sites, which they are doing now. Going to try and peek mid, as well as looking to go over to C long side, because at the moment, when they fully A stack, it does just seem like the defenders are just crunching down on them almost immediately. Viper going for an early peek onto A long, gives them a nice bit of information, but Quadesh, the Vandal, will remove Atomic immediately.
Yeah, and Light Pressure's going to go down as well. There's actually a lot of defending members out of the way. This has been a bit of an unfortunate round. Trax is going to try and slow this one down with his Marshall, C long, but have a look at short as well, have a look at double doors. Trax has so many members he has to look at, and Quadesh is going to get yet another. Kono, we know him to be a big clutch player. He does have a Vandal, he does have full shield, and does have full health as well, but can he go 1v4?
I mean, we've seen him pull out some pretty magnificent stuff before, so we'll see what he can do. Pushing over now into B main. Looking over towards Ali's side. Won't find anything, but does get some information where the player is, and he knows now I'm 33 HP. One shot from the Vandal to the body or the legs will kill him, so he can't really afford to take any more fights with these players.
Smart to be able to just save the Vandal here. Just get a gun and maintain control. And this is, once more, we talk about the phenomenon of the fact that you go to round 3 and the swing happens, and this is where you see a full buy coming through from the team that had lost 2 in a row, and the team that had won 2 in a row ends up losing, and we've seen this twice in a row now, Blank. This always seems to happen somehow.
Yeah, it's a tough round to play around with because you just stuck with a couple of maybe meh weapons that you didn't really want to have from before, like a Spectre in some of the scenarios. But now we might see quick shots here start to take back some of the control. So far, Kono has been early peeking on A long to get a lot of information early on in the game. Trek's just switching up the trap wire positions here, making it a little bit difficult for the players on the attacking side to really get a bead on where he's playing.
By the way, the two solo players on A and C, they've been doing a great job of defending Kono now. Famada is going to go down to him, but you can see how effective Viper can be to solo hold this A position. And the trail is the poison, the toxic screen rather, that's the ability to just block off sight lines across both sewers and also long. You got the cyber cages for tracks on the Cypher, which means you can stack 3 people towards B.
Yeah, this team is very slow heavy. Sorry, with the slowing orb, they've got Snakebite, they've also got Trex's trap wires and cyber cages. So really, this team setup should just be about slowing them down and playing for time, really. But now they know they are in B mid. Here comes the first shot. Now Drake just trying to get some information over towards the A side.
B has been opened up, but you can see how this is starting to begin to fall as well. Yes, they get an extra kill, but they're kind of stuck in here. The attackers of Stream Snipers have to look at both angles. They do not have the ability to take everybody down. They'll try, though. In fact, they actually might be able to do this. I say they'll not be able to take them down, but they've managed to plant as well. And suddenly, Kodan's in a rough spot. It's Vandal on 2 Vandals. Full HP, full shields. But he needs to find information. He needs to find out where the last 2 are immediately. And time is ticking. Information is being gathered as well. That's 1 so far. Can he make a second? Answer is no.
It was a good push there, but I think the key play there was from the Sage on the side of Stream Snipers. You said that they had to deal with 2 angles. Well, they didn't actually, because War comes up nice and early. They dedicate all resources over to the C side, find the first pick, and then move out from there. So very, very smart play, making this 2-2 now. And Kono's just not been really showing up because they've just not been going over to his side of the map.
Probably for good reason. Every time they've tried to push his side of the map, it's been difficult. It's been so difficult that they're actually not going to commit anybody towards that space at all in this particular push. A lot of fire towards double doors, and it does look like we're going for another C hit.
Moving into middle side this time. Defenders opting not to peek too early, but it doesn't matter as the attackers just move in. They're on C now. They pretty much have it all clear. There is a Viper's Pit available. Kodan goes down. And now, again, it's just Kono once again on his lonesome.
And this time around it was an eco as well. So it's not like they really had too much of a shot unless they are able to once more really get into the utilities, slow down the pushes enough. You're really relying on Trax, his cyber cages and the trap wires, trade for some rifles. You have sheriffs here. Pick up some of those, turn into a 3v3 where you have a couple of vandals, then suddenly things become real. This is the first time that we've seen a full C commit or a side site commit really work out, and that's because Stream Snipers have guns and quick shots don't.
Yeah, Kono just waiting with the sheriff. I think the major thing he's saving onto here, Avril, is the 50 shields. I think that's the key play here that you can get. You can potentially buy 2 bulldogs for his teammates as we come into the next round, which would be useful.
Ooh!
Back into that. Oh my lord, that is cheeky. Last second Vandal.
Wow, that's insane. He's saved the shields. He's also saved a sheriff, and now he has a vandal as well. In terms of economics, that is an insane pickup. At minimum, even if he wasn't going to be the one to hold on to the vandal, he can give it to a teammate. There's just so much you can do. That's something you can't really look past, despite now them losing 3 rounds in a row. That's a very nice silver lining.
And it means that he'll at least get 2.9k into the next round, which means he can buy 2 guns, one for himself and one for a teammate should he go down, which is really, really big in terms of maintaining momentum in this game and not just letting it run away with the Stream Snipers right now. Live Crusher just dropping down as many smokes as possible in the middle side. He will get tagged there by a dart. An immediate peek happens. He falls back a little bit, but Life Pressure just sprays through the smoke, and now this round is looking really good for Quick Shots.
And they have more members coming through, Quick Shots as well. Kono's into the mix now, and he's a player that, again, he's been crafty. He's been good. He's been extremely precise. And Grape is going to be the one to feel the pressure of that. The best that we can expect now coming through from Quadesh, who's been, I believe, the top frag, or near the top fragger for his team, is to attempt a sneaky plant. But you can see now as well, Quick Shots are kind of preparing for this. They're now moving Kono back onto A. They're moving Trax back onto C, which is going to prevent Quadesh from getting a plant down, or at least slow him down. And that's going to be 1,500 prevented. Quadesh is just going to try and stay alive on B mid with his Vandal and just hope he doesn't get spotted.
Yeah, he's in a really precarious spot here. He does actually have the plant, so he could potentially go for that, but all the sides are...
If he goes for a plant, he dies.
Yeah, so he's just going to wait here with the 50 shields, with the Vandal, much similar to what we just saw from Kono in the last round.
Yep.
This is free to free now, and free ultimates retained on the side of Quick Shots. Not a bad round here to start pulling this one back on Have.
The economics is there. If he gets the plant, it's 1,500, but if he saves the Vandal shields, that's 3,900. So similar to what we saw from Kono earlier on, saving an extra gun, in fact picking it up right towards the end. We'll see the same thing from Quadesh, and the pendulum is starting to swing back again. Both teams now will be doing full buys. It's going to be an AWP on both sides as well. Oh, and look at this blank. It's going to be AWP versus AWP on C long.
So let's see what Trex can do with it. Looks down, holding this safe angle. Not peeked out as of yet. There's the Sage just coming through now, but it's Famada. Finds Kono and Life Crusher opening up here, and Beggy does find Trex as well. So this round could not have gone more perfectly, even if they asked for it.
And we're just going to see if Kodan can get something done. Is not going to find anybody. Famada can still get another kill here. He's got 2 already. Sees the 3rd one, and that's going to be easy for him to take down. 1 member alive now. Look, I was hyping up the AWP duel, but honestly, as soon as I saw Famada push, I knew the opportunity for some big plays was going to happen. And some big plays could still happen for him now. Famada is looking for the kill. 4 is the name of the game. 4 is the number, the magic number we're looking for to get this round as well. 4-3.
Still a little bit of money left on the side of the defenders here, so they will be able to buy this round. But that's just a sad round there. And I mean, the AWP shot just does not go through because there was a movement error there. He was stepped to the side a little bit, and the AWP shot just went a little bit haywire, not on target at all. But 2 AWPs actually bought on the defending side. Interesting.
Well, that's spending the extra money, and that's going to be, I want to say, a bit of a risk because you are in a position where if you don't win this, that is 9,000 committed to a potential loss. As Kono is going to have to look for this 1v1 again. He's going to win it this time against Formata. Puts up that toxic wall, as now we get to see the rest of the members attempt to come through onto A.
And also, sadly, it means that Trex is stuck with just a Spectre on this side. Chop finds Kono, peeks out. Atomic, does he find 2? He just used the running back though, so he will be able to survive that one. But it does give time for Life Rush to get into the high ground. Res comes through, will not find the pick, slowed down, hits 1. 3v3, but it's not the 3v3 you really want. You would prefer to have one other player alive. Potentially use the Blaze Wall, split the site in half, but just waiting for the Cyber Cage to go down. Kodan goes topside, 2v3 now. And Neural Threat still available. Hunter's Fury goes down. They're really investing into this fight here, Alfred.
Well, they got 2 orbs. They can still make this play happen. They just have to cover those angles. Okay, that's the bait coming through, and you needed to hit that shot. Kodan, it was possible, but you've donated 2 orbs over. Why is Formata not picking up the 2nd orb? I don't know, but he should have done that.
It would have saved money, right? You can just give him the gun, and even if you lose the round, you're still pretty bloody happy because you've not had to buy 2 guns there. That's just an awful round for the defenders. Buying 2 orbs as well just did not go in their favor. He dropped down with the classic rather than the AWP to hit Dark. I'm just confused.
I am not too sure about a double AWP setup on this map. I guess we haven't really discovered the map enough and understood it strategy-wise to really get a feel for, okay, what does a double AWP setup look like? Certainly doesn't look like what Quickshots has just done on that previous round for Mana in a 1v2. Kono just knows he's going to appear. Kono now, twice in a row, is just watching that angle and he's sniffing out the competition.
This has opened up quite large, and because it was such a close kill, he was able to pick up the weapon too. And Chop reveals they know there is at least a player towards that side, and that's the Shorty actually picking up Chop. This is a decent eco round so far. Our drone comes out early, trying to spot out where Kono is playing. Doesn't drop it out quick enough.
That's 2 rifles, by the way, picked up for the side of Quickshots here. One is going to be lost for the time being due to a big teleport play by Biggie.
No charges.
But, you know, still in a position where a clutch, or at least a turnaround, can happen. Looking at Trax here, who picked up a Vandal just a little bit earlier. Looking at Kodan here, who needs to find himself a gun ASAP if he wants to really compete. The Sheriff can only give you so much. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, that's great. He's going to get a gun now.
That's a good start to the round, but Trax just pushes a little bit too early. Avril will go down because of it. Becky actually on 19 HP, but despite all that, will still find the free K. And that round runs away from them. 6-3 now to Stream Snipers.
Yep. 3 in a row. Another 3 in a row before that. You look at how the last 7 rounds have gone, and the one in the middle goes to Quickshots, which means economically they've been really hurting. Remember, there was a round in there as well where they had a double AWP setup, cost them 9k in credits. That is a lot of money going away to 2 AWPs that did very little.
AWPs on the side of Beggy, but they've got so much money to work with here. Kono has an AWP as well, so you wonder what he's going to peek. Straight down A long. We'll see if he can find a shot on it. It's Beggy here. Trying to take the peek onto C long. Trex is having nothing to do with it. Moving towards backside, and Kono just misses the shot. Famara taking him down, and now that's the best player on quick shots here, not taken out.
Tomic is going to return the favor though. That's the Guardian play coming through. And I wonder if Tomic is going to be able to see the playthrough from Grape as well, who's just hanging around those sewers. But with the Owl drone gone, he doesn't feel confident enough about continuing that push. You see now big rotations coming through to B. And who's there? Life Crusher is going to go up against a 4-member push with a little bit of backup coming through from behind. Kodan on point as well. Now look at the flanks.
Kodan has to hit something. He knows there's 2 players here as the paranoia comes through, as well as the recon dart, but it's in fact 3. Atomic is behind, will get tagged up and removed, and Grape will find a free K onto Trex shortly afterwards.
And I think that should have gone so much better. Quickshots had the setup there. They had window coming from the attacker spawn, they had Kodan on the actual site itself. I mean, in terms of crossfires, in terms of the opportunity and the potential to get a wipe there, to get a full win against all these members just kind of walking up towards mid, that should have happened, but it went so poorly.
A lot of the issue comes from Life Crusher there, who had a really good position on himself inside the smoke, but immediately tries to get the teleport onto the box. But I think in that situation, you've got to worry that the fact that there might be some more pushing through, and he just doesn't. Smoke fades, and he gets immediately taken down. Chop now here, trying to push up C long. In comes the actual. Oh yeah, he's done.
Isn't going to be able to complete the teleport. That's another situation where maybe you think possibly they should just let the teleporter go through. Kono though has a great angle if he wants to go for this. So does Atomic to get that push in. You look at this setup now. 5 members of Stream Snipers just stuck towards C long, and I don't know if they want to push. They're in a position where, look, if Quickshots had a orbital strike there, they would have played it and they would have won. But Trax and Atomic are going to shut this down.
Yeah, this was a lovely play and great information gathering from the whole team on the defender side. They all pushed up A long, they all pushed up mid, they held every single crossfire. You are just basically in a cage at that point if you get trapped on C long, and they just took so long to do something, and they didn't send anyone double doors either, so they had no information there.
Full buy now from both sides. That win was critical for Quickshots. boosting the economy back into place. They also got a lot of free upgraded guns. Notice that when they've started winning, they picked up all the Vandals, they picked up all the other pieces as well. And now things are starting to get interesting. There's 12,600 for Grape. I believe he did spend a decent amount of that, so he's only got 3,500 left from it. But we are going to see a position where if Stream Snipers lose, economically, they may be in trouble.
Joke's over! You're dead! No more charges left.
They might. Stream Snipers seem to be having a little bit of difficulty getting to mid right now. Formata holding up. There's Atomic. Uses to run it back. We'll get a lot of information in mid though, so that's really good. They know they're all stuck here. Once again, now, quick shots can start to crunch onto this side of the map. Slow up come through, as is the Cyber Cage. Now just Life Pushers trapped here. Will drop out a dark cover, but it's Formata from the right-hand side.
And Connor's trying to get in here, and so is Trax right now, who does see an opening onto the side, but Hunter's Fury is going to push him out for now. We'll see if Atomic can finally break through the ice wall to allow him to find some players on the site, but he's just unable to see anybody. Kono as well. This is like a taste of his own medicine. This is what it feels like to play against the Viper, just no vision. And he needs some information. He needs to find something, and he won't, except for one kill into Formata.
Yeah, that just seems unfortunate to me because it felt like the players from Quickshots did actually see a lot of those members right there, but we're not able to pass that information over because I swear to God that Life Crusher definitely saw the Sage in that back left corner and potentially just didn't call it to Kono, or he just was caught off guard by it.
And it's an 8-4, which is in some ways similar to what we saw from Stop Up versus Quickshots in our semi-final. Slightly more dominant, I would say, from Stop Up there, but look, this is a game now that has not been lost for Quickshots by any means. We're back into the half. We're back into a half where I can see this particular game going to high numbers. Both teams getting double digits. A 13-10 or 13-11 finish could be on the cards.
Yeah, the only sad thing here is that they're playing with a Viper, a Sage, and an Omen as well as a Cypher. So it's a heavily defense-sided team. Like, they should have really had a much higher, or much closer, at least, defense. So they're just going to push in, and there's not much they can do against it.
Let's see what Biggie can do, because he already got an early pick. Sonic Dart also gave away a little bit of information as well. Now there's just not a lot of players left for the side. With quick shots. HP as well, somewhat damaged. 3 ghosts versus 4 ghosts. I mean, this is certainly doable, but they do have to rotate the spike towards A, which seems to be the only and the most open site. But for how long? Because Kono's here by himself, and he is going to be met with some pressure.
Poison's off.
And he is. Moves forward. Atomic will find Wallbang onto Grape. Now that's the plant that goes down. So now they're in an after plant situation. This is where the Cypher, Trex, as well as the Viper starts to shine. With the Toxic Screen as well as the Poison Cloud, Quadesh moving out.
That's going to be the opening right there. Quadesh not going to fall for any tricks here. Only 1 member alive. Atomic can get a decent angle. That's number 1. 2 more to go. Flash around the curveball. Second, looking for Heaven. Isn't going to get anything chopped now with Biggie. We'll find the defuse.
Yeah, really well played to Chop there. Actually picks it up. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. You had the trap wire go down. Unfortunately, there was just no Poison Cloud or Toxin Screen available for Kono there to really split the site in half. That could have gone very differently, but it seems that once they get on the site and they get the plant down, that's when that team starts to shine. But at 9-4, with only potential of 4 rounds remaining, they need to start doing something and doing it quickly.
I'm going to need to see something really special. Remember, best of 3 here, so there are more maps to be played still. But there needs to be a map win somewhere here for quick shots if they actually want to go to map 3, because it seems less and less likely that they're going to get a win on this particular map on Haven.
Yeah, Stream Snipers just seem to be doing so incredibly well, and each individual player seems just slightly better. I think Kono definitely is top heavy on this team, whereas when you have a 5-man team who are all similar skill level who can play together and bounce off each other, that's when things start to run away from you. And we saw that with Quick Shots versus Spot Up.
And just by the way, camera location for Formata isn't seeing a whole bunch right now. Meanwhile, Kono's on point, and Formata's got caught with his pants down. That's a little bit ugly to start things out for this particular round. Spike's already down as well, and suddenly this is looking fantastic for quick shots.
Really nice paranoia coming through from the Omen on Stream Sniper's side. Pretty much gets everyone with that near sight, but they still have to push on to the point. Atomics finds Beggy. That's a huge recon bolt, though. Will enable them to actually find some kills, but Live Crusher just about finds it. Kodesh finds another. What a flick he hits there. Now, it's just one remaining. Grape does go down. That could have been the round of rounds.
That's the Thrifty. That's gonna be the eco that they win, and it's on the second round. This is not on the third one, mind you, Blank, that we normally see after pistols. This is a very quick return to form for quick shots, who stormed their way onto A. Now, not very aggressively, they did take their time, but once more, notice that Formata, his angle for the spy cam was looking in the wrong place. He should have been looking long. He should have been looking deeper into short, but he got no information. By the time he realized what was going on, he copped the headshot and he went down, and suddenly Spike was on A.
In this situation, it's just, they allow so much freedom onto the site. There just didn't seem to be that many trapwires available either. And Atomic finds the first pick onto a Formata once again, so no more camera usage. Which means reason why they're pushing so early out onto this site, because they know that the Formata's out of the way. They can take full control of A, get the plant down, get the trapwires down, get the cyber cages down, and it's almost impossible to retake this, especially with the free shorties on the side of Stream Sniper.
Free shorties in a classic. You got to get aggressive. I don't think you can do anything in Heaven. I don't really know why you would go Heaven in that particular situation, unless you know someone is right beneath you. Then you can maybe drop onto them with your shorty, but well, and that is an awful recon dart as well. I'm sorry, Grape, but I think he forgot to actually bounce it. Even attempts a very futile long-range shot with the shorty. This is going disastrously for Stream Snipers.
The shorty shot there was ambitious.
Here we go.
To say the least, but this is more like it. And they find a pick here. It would be good, but no. Live Pressure just swings around the corner, finds the immediate headshot. Surely there won't be another one, but Kono, he knows.
And Grape commits an honorable Sudoku on point A. The A site there, where he does just about everything wrong that you can do on that retake, and says, Spike, take me into the next round, Spike, I don't deserve to live.
Remove me. I couldn't bounce my arrow. I require to be deleted. I don't even deserve to keep
I tried to snipe
mate.
someone with a shorty across A long. What am I doing with my life?
I've done everything wrong. Everything's gone wrong. We just had to complete the set really with the death to the spike. I love it. Okay, we're gonna have these players looking to push up. Shop does find a nice cheeky shot onto Kodan though, and this is definitely the round they needed. But Atomic has been actually showing up quite a lot so far on this Phoenix. Still has full utility as well as run it back, so you can get a nice little bit of information, and even push out here onto double doors. Double flash.
For what reason?
Doesn't do anything with it.
If you're going to double flash, I would have expected a play, have one of your teammates push through. That was a real thonker in terms of what the point of that was.
Someone's like watching double doors like, oh, where's the peak though? And then I reckon someone just holds double doors for the rest of the round now. Look, it's got, I mean, it does have Becky there.
Here we go,
like,
information.
Someone's surely coming through.
That's what we're looking for. The trap wires reveals one. It's not going to be good enough to reveal the rest. Kodesh is going to use his orbital strike to allow him to get Heaven control. And now he's looking for members long. Where is everybody, he's thinking? I know the members are here. I know that somebody is planting. He's been paranoid as well. 2 in Heaven, but 0 information.
Blaze goes down. There's a couple of smokes on site too. Atomic just waiting for the drop, but Kono playing here in dark is really oppressive to deal with. Drops down, finds the first. Kodesh does find Kono, and now we're looking at a 2v1. Life Crusher in the corner, finds the first. Can he find the second? Yes, he will. That's a lovely clutch coming through from Life Crusher.
Oh, and he was just in the exact right place. He knew, okay, there's definitely one into Heaven. If a second drops from Heaven as well, I'm going to be watching over Spike. I'm going to be watching where they're going to be coming through as well. They had somebody in underneath Heaven, sometimes referred to as Hell. And at that point, You already have Spike down. Time is running out. You collect the extra 1,500. Look at the health on the economy. 2 members are sitting on 10 grand. And it's going to be easy rifles for the side of quick shots. And only pistols for the stream snipers.
That round was actually hilarious because Beggy actually had such a late rotation on A purely because of the double flash in mid. Like, the genuine was such a funker play. Anyway, I need to get away from it. I've been thinking about it this whole time. Now Quadesh pushing up through the smoke. Does get into mid. Has window control. Does make a little bit of noise though. But Kodan once again opening up the round. Getting a kill onto Grape. Now all the attackers, they're solidifying themselves on the A site. Again, if they can get that plant down, this is where the team comp shines. And they've been giving up these sites so freely.
Atomic as well is just going to cover spawn. He's going to get another shot perhaps. Actually going to be missing that one. He's now surrounded by 2 players. This is precarious for him. Even running out of bullets. If he gets pushed right now by Chop as well as Beggy, that's going to be an issue for him. And this 1v1 is going to be won by him eventually. But it was tough. But what's Chop doing? Chop was just hanging out the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need help on CT. You've got that. I don't need to come be useful. I will just hold from Ali side from B. But now you would expect Quadesh to try and save or at least get some exit picks. That's a nice little shot onto Trex there, which is going to at least diminish the economic value they do get from this round. But the win still does come through. A 9-8 now. This is a decent comeback.
Well, a comeback would be the right word for it because they were behind in rounds. Notice that we walked into this one with, what was it, 8-4? We've gone from 8-4 to 8-9. So we're in a position where, to be honest with you, we haven't seen a round win from Stream Snipers since the opening pistol of the second half. 4 in a row for quick shots in the last 4.
Safety's off.
Which is bloody excellent, and it's something they definitely did need. It just feels like, despite this heavy defensive side composition that the Stream Snipers are playing, the quick shots are playing, they're actually making a lot of progress with it. Out comes the first recon dart to try and get some information onto C long. No one currently playing there right now, and it looks like the team are slowly making their way over to mid side and towards
Beggy's fallen asleep.
Side, Beggy's just fallen asleep. What is he looking at the wall? There's nothing interesting on there, but Famada, he's fully awake. The adrenaline shots in there, finds 2 onto Kono and Atomic, arguably the best players on the side of Quickshot.
That's how hilarious is that? He's like, where is everyone? Well, he was hiding right behind your cyber cage, and now it's a 3 versus 3 where you've already committed ultimate. Sure, the information is there. You knew Spike was going to A, but you knew that pretty quickly, and now 3 versus 4 as a res comes through. Look, there is a res that Chops can use as well, but Chops needs to find a body, and currently, there's none.
Yeah, things start to get a little bit harder here. Run it back is used to try and ensure the victory here. What a shot there onto Quadesh on the top side. Location is revealed, but it will be only of Phoenix Spectre. And that will be down. Chop in the backside. Atomic finds a 3rd kill this round after being resurrected. Definitely the Revenant in this round, and will make this round a 9-9.
And just unfortunately for Chop, he just doesn't have enough teammates. Look at where the bodies are for his teammates. They're all onto A. He would need to get onto site to find a res, which isn't possible. The best thing he can do is hold on to the Vandal. And at this stage in the game, every small advantage counts. Every small step of the way to keep the bandages on, to stop the bleeding, is going to help you come back. And it looks like it will be a force buy coming through from Stream Snipers. 2 of them will be sniping, but one's on a Marshall and one's on a Spectre. This is a very awkward buy for them. I'm even going to check armor amounts. Everyone's at least onto full armor, but you know, you barely even have. Okay, I believe Famada actually used a bit of utility, so that's why he didn't have his. But other than that, it's not a full buy.
No. Kono finds an early pick of the Famada. That is painful. So now a little bit less utility there on A side, and now only Beggy holding it. If they know this, they can quite easily push through sewers and long, but it's Atomic to take down Chop. And there was just a little bit of a one-way situation there. And slowly but surely, the one for all, it's quick shots. So coming back into this game on Haven.
I was trying to find Atomic and I couldn't get it to him in time, but let's see if maybe Atomic's this time. Oh, got to him just as he died. But Biggie, despite getting that kill, is going to give away all control onto A. You can see the snake bite being poured across the floor as well. Early damage coming through. By the way, Grape is still just making his way through spawn. He's taking his sweet, sweet time.
I'm coming, buddy, to get killed by the spike. Again, please just wait up. Wait up. Oh, he is in a tough spot right now. Trying to clear out Dark. You know it's now clear, so gives an opportunity for Beggy to do something, but does get immediately tapped in the brain by Kodan.
As a Marshal, I don't think the Marshal's going to do enough. There's no way he gets the defuse here, so the best he can do is get a kill into Kodan, which doesn't happen. And now if Kodan can make sure he stays alive by running away from the bomb in time, the spike explosion doesn't even happen. 10-9. I did say, Blank, that both teams hitting double digits here. I think we're going to see at least somewhere in the 10-10s. 13-10 would be my guess for a win here. And at this rate, it looks like it's going to be quick shots hitting to the 13. Still going to give one round over to Stream Snipes to allow them to get the 10, but 13-10 should be the final score.
Which is wild, right? Considering this heavy defensive comp just absolutely obliterating on the attacking side. Out comes a couple of smokes. Execute going to come through very shortly. There's some little bit of information on C Long. And here's the shorty just inside of double doors. They're all waiting outside on the side of quick shots, looking to go in, but Great 27 HP looks away, gets one. Life Crusher has just
I know exactly where you
dunzoed by the shorty there. Now 3v3 for Mardo with the Guardian that he picked up from one of his victims earlier on.
That's the weakness of the shorty. You can only make 2 shots, which means at best you will get 2 kills, and that is if both shots land effectively. Now look at this, Viper's Pit going to come down here, making things ever so difficult for this defending side to make it back, and at least they've recovered a Guardian. That's about the only rifle they have. They are not otherwise having much more resource, and that was the only gun gone. Biggie just has to go for it. There's no reason to stay alive here. There's no reason unless you're very, very desperate to maintain that 50 armor.
What a shot there, looking to push out now onto the site, but will just now bunny hop away. He is not getting anything done. Smokes out in front of him just in case. This guy is very wary.
Well, you'll give him the benefit of the doubt there, and you'll say, okay, Vandal being taken away, shields being maintained. That's still good. He's also got full utilities. He's the richest member on his team. Yeah, I mean, it's something. It's something, but look at the money on the side of quick shots. Everybody's above 10k. This game could go to 12-12, and I don't see quick shots realistically running out of money. Unless they're all buying AWPs and they're all dying with AWPs, they're going to be set for the rest of this particular map.
The issue is the defenders have just been force buying most rounds as well, just desperately trying to get back into this one. But quick shots, like you said, they've got so much cash on board, and right now, Atomic is just starting to explode in this game. But Famada, that is the pick that you need early on. And he hits Trex as well. Famada's been really good at picking up these early kills. Kodan, he does have... Oh no, Kodan does not have a res available, but Life Rusher will bounce back onto Grape there. And Famada just holding close on A-Long.
Biggie smells something. Biggie smells like he can probably get a kill. Kodan and Life Crush are really turning things around there. Why? Your defenders almost pushed up. And now Biggie and Chop are just in the wrong place. Spike is going towards A. It will be planted. Just doing the due diligence. Checking through heaven. Making sure they've covered all their angles. Making sure that everything is all sound as the res comes through from Chop. And the 3v3 is definitely possible. Especially because Biggie is thinking about teleporting here. He's thinking about going directly onto point for some reason and losing his ultimate.
A Live Crusher will take down Chop there. Really nice smokes and paranoia coming out from Live Crusher so far to prevent it. And in comes the Phoenix ultimate, run it back. We'll get the information on Beggy. Goes to check Dark, nothing there. Kodan will take him down. Quadesh goes down as well, and that is another round loss. And quick shots extending the lead.
And look, I said that Stream Snipers were going to get at least one here to make it 10-13. They better not do me dirty here. They got to get one. But the rate that we're going, though, is look, if they're going for crepe on a Marshal, 3 rifles and a Guardian, it's gonna be
It's
tough.
not looking great, is it?
I will tell you this
No.
though, there could be a throw from quick shots because they're going double operator, and we haven't seen a double AWP setup really work yet. I'm not saying it can't, but we haven't seen one.
Well, there it is. There's your first kill from the op. In comes the poison cloud. Just lurking around here. Careful for the early push from Marder, which he's done quite frequently. And there it is. He's just stepped out for just a moment too long. Out comes the paranoia, but it's not in the right direction. A live pressure will just peek out and remove his life from existence. And now it's a 3v4.
And it will be a plant any moment now. Atomic as well has just got this defender spawn covered. I don't think the 10's coming anymore, Blank. I think this is going to be it. 13-9. And Grape and Quadesh have to make some real magic happen here. Again, a Marshal in the hands is probably not the ideal gun. You're also blocked off. Quadesh has to survive this one. He actually does. Still has an ultimate available. He's got to just use this. He's got to use it and try and allow his team to get in off that. Grape is one.
Oh, he's missed it!
Grape is a 100%
He's
dead.
actually been dazed! Come on, Grape!
That's why you don't want to be a Marshal.
What is... Yeah, just never buy the Marshal.
Well, you don't
Terrible
never buy it.
weapon.
You buy it when you know the enemy team is not using armor, because that's the best time to use the Marshal. But from that point onwards, you just want a rifle. Or use a Guardian.
Yeah.
That's a little bit easier to use. That's actually map 1 done, though. This is a best of 3, so let's not write off anybody.
Not yet.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, they said we forfeit.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, GG's. GG's, boys. Screw the $200. I don't even want it.
Wow. They GG'd.
Okay. I can't believe you've GG'd. Why have you GG'd this?
Incredible. Were they so shaken? Were they so shaken by that result, Blank?